Okay. We're going to be doing several problems where, I don't know if we'll do all these so I can get to, well, we've got time. So we can get to the game theory stuff. Okay. But 15 and 16 are related, 17 and 18 are related, and so on. Let me just explain conceptually the difference. Okay? In both cases, so I'm going to have perfect competition here and monopoly. I'm just going to call it. Okay, in both cases, we are going to solve for Q. Both cases, we're going to solve for quantity. And then we'll be able to use that to find, in this case, price plus then total cost and profits or losses. Okay? In both cases, we're going to set marginal revenue equal to marginal cost and solve. That's how we're going to solve for Q. In perfect competition, marginal revenue equals price. And the firms are price takers. Okay, over here, you actually have to use the demand function to find a revenue function. And then how do I go from a revenue function to marginal revenue? Derivative. Okay? So marginal means I'm taking the derivative of something. So when I say marginal cost over here, what does that mean? We're going to take the derivative of the cost function. Okay? So I'm going to take the demand function, convert it to a revenue function, take the derivative of that to find marginal revenue. Okay? So you'll notice in questions 15 and 16, I give you a market price. So under perfect competition, I have to say, since they're price-taking firms, I have to tell you, here's the price. Okay? The only choice a firm, in economic theory, the only choice a firm in perfect competition has is how much am I going to produce? Because do I get to set the price? No, I'm a price taker. What if I set it above? What if I set it at $51 instead of $50?
No demand.
I'll sell nothing, right? Everybody will switch to my competitor. So I've got this. This is the price I can charge at, and the idea is I'm just going to keep producing. My marginal cost curve looks like this, and I'm just going to keep producing. And the cost of producing one more unit is going to keep going up until it meets that price. Okay? You'll notice too that in 15 and 16, its cost function has a squared term, so that it shoots up like that. Okay? You'll notice in 17 and 18, when I give you a monopoly, I have to give you a inverse demand function, or demand curve, or inverse demand curve. In this case, 230 minus 20Q. Okay? So, Now that, so, the steps for this first one, for 15 and 16 are, you're going to take the derivative of that cost function, set it equal to 50, and solve for Q. Once you have Q, now I can figure out how much revenue I have and how much cost, and my profits. Okay, 17, you're going to take the derivative of the cost function, which in that case is just 30. But you have to convert that demand function to revenue and then take the derivative of it.
Could you label what those lines are?
The flat line is the market price. This one is my marginal cost. Yeah.
So if it's a monopolistic competitive, would you just treat it as a monopoly in this sense?
I would. And if there were profits in monopolistic competition, I would expect entry, and in a monopoly, firms would want to enter but couldn't because of some barrier to entry, like a patent or something like that. Okay, so let me give you a second and let you work out. So we'll go ahead and pause this. If you go ahead and work out 15 and 16.